Oh, hello guys. Hello. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope your week has gone well. If not, I hope it gets better for you. I really do. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, please like and subscribe and comment. It helps my channel and I really appreciate any help. But anyway, I am talking today about the price of food and what it is doing to people and families. Oh my goodness, guys. When I go into the store, I cannot believe the prices of food. I mean, from the smallest thing to meat, you know. I am just in shock at the price of food. And I was watching some videos by this guy. I'm going to put his name in the link below for you to go to his videos. He's showing people that are sending in their little, you know, their small short videos to show what they're spending, where they're living, how much it costs. Oh my gosh. One of them was in Australia. I about died when I saw the prices that he was just picking things off the shelf to show everybody. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. This is going on around the world. He shows things from different countries, and I am telling you, I am absolutely shocked at the food prices. When I was in the store again the other day, it was just yesterday actually, I went to the meat section and I was like, oh my God, I could not believe the prices. I mentioned this in a previous video. But I went again yesterday. I went to the reduced section. I've always bought their reduced meat because it's always put out there like it's going to expire in 2 days, 3 days, something like that. It's perfectly fine. I've always bought it, frozen it, no problems for years. I even went to the reduced section to look at it and I thought, you've got to be kidding me. Again, there was a piece of meat. I decided to test it myself. I put my hand over that meat, right? It was, I can't remember what cut it was, but it was just a piece of meat. And I put my hand over it, and the meat barely went over the edges of the width or the length or the size of my hand. Barely went over the edges. I mean, it was just like right over the edges that it went out from my hand. How small is that for a piece of meat? That might feed one person, really? It was literally $15.99, $16 for this little piece of meat. And I thought, oh my God, how are people feeding their families? You know, those that, you know, if you got a lot of money, this doesn't apply to you. But if you're struggling to pay to buy food just to feed yourself or your family, it infuriates me. It absolutely infuriates me because this is all because of greed. This is not because of some whatever, economic whatever. It's because of greed. These CEOs that own all these companies, that run all these grocery chains and things, they are so greedy. They're just looking for their next yacht to buy, for their next mansion to buy, for their next expensive car to buy, for their multi-million-dollar bonus. Well, the rest of us are trying to literally feed ourselves. They are disgusting. I'm sorry. CEOs disgust the living daylights out of me because they get more money than any human being needs, while the rest of society is working themselves to death just to try to survive. And it infuriates me. It really does. These CEOs, these people that own all these companies that get these kind of bonuses. I mean, who needs a several $million bonus when you're already making millions a year? The separation between those that have and have not in this country, and I'm sure around the world too, is just disgusting. It's despicable. It's absolutely despicable. And I love you too. And I am telling you, when I see the prices of just the most little things in the store, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't even imagine having 5 children now. I mean, when I was married, we had 5 kids. I think about just how much we used to spend on milk. Oh my God. I was telling my son's girlfriend the other day about milk. We spent a small fortune way back when, in the 80s, on milk, because they were big time milk drinkers. My kids drank milk like, no, I shouldn't even say like water. They drank milk. It was, they'd wake up in the morning, they wanted milk. They wanted milk for their meals. They wanted milk for everything. They were guzzlers. We would buy several gallon at a time every time we'd go to the grocery store. And meat, oh my God, we would just stock up on meat like crazy, because my kids ate everything. They ate everything, and I can't even imagine having to do that now. My kids, I just go back to the milk, because they loved milk. Regular milk and chocolate milk. They'd always have us buy the gallon of chocolate milk. They guzzle that stuff down, or regular milk, all the time. And my kids, luckily, they grew up very strong, tall, and healthy kids. And I think now what parents are having to give their kids that they can only afford. I mean, I'm not lying to you. We had one of those huge, huge freezers, the chest freezers. That thing was always filled with meat. Filled. I mean, it was filled. And it was one of those big freezers, filled with meat, rather. Did I say milk? I don't know. Meat. Because, well, with 5 kids, and then me and my then husband, well, that was a lot of people to feed. I can't fathom living the way we did back then, living that way now. It would be impossible unless, you know, well, he did make good money. I will say that. My ex did make very good money. But still, for those that are struggling out there trying to feed themselves, I mean, this guy that I'm going to put in the link, he was showing people who are single people, showing their receipts and how much they spent. We're talking even at Walmart. Now, Walmart is doing something that really upsets me. It's called, it's a digital pricing now, where they can just raise the price like that. And they actually have some places that are doing facial recognition, to where when you go in to buy something, it recognizes you, it knows what you buy, and they automatically up the price because they know you want that. How disgusting and despicable is that? Walmart is starting to do that now. And Walmart is raising its prices. That's where people shop. That's where we shopped all the time for our groceries. Nowhere else but Walmart. It was always, I still go to Walmart occasionally. I only go to the store up the street because it's so convenient to just go. I turn a corner, I go up a little bit, I'm there at the grocery store, Smith's. It's called Smith's. But I think about the amount of groceries. Sometimes we would come out of Walmart with 2 full baskets because, yeah, I'd say a lot of the time, because with 5 kids and myself and my then husband, that's a lot of people to feed. I see now some of the things this guy that I'll put in the link is showing, they show the amount on their receipt, and then they show the amount of food that they got with that amount of money. It blows my mind. It just blows my mind. $300-400, and there's not much there. Not much at all. This is disgusting. Our countries, and it's like I said, it's not just the U.S., but I'm talking about our country right now. It's disgusting. It just sickens me to know that these filthy rich people that own everything don't give a rat's you-know-what about you, about us regular people. They don't care. They're too busy vacationing and figuring out which thing to buy next, while you're trying to figure out, should we have spaghetti or should we have cereal tonight for dinner? And it disgusts me to no end. I don't know what's happening to this country, guys. I'm telling you, I'm just on a rant right now, because after watching all this, it really upset me to see how our country is being run by the rich. Completely run by the rich. And they do not care about what's happening to the average person. They just don't care. Especially those that are low income and a lot of seniors like myself who, you know, you're living on a limited budget. They don't care. They couldn't care less that you are thinking, well, if I buy this, will it affect that? If I buy this, can I pay for that? They do not care, because to them money is like rain, a million drops, millions of drops at their disposal. They don't care. They couldn't care less. And when I watched this guy's videos, it really broke my heart to see these people who were showing what they bought and how frustrated they are, how angry they are, how upset they are that just buying food to survive is taking up such a huge chunk of their wages. A huge chunk of their wages just to be able to eat. This is wrong. Our country is so messed up. I don't know what's going to happen to our country because this is wrong. The way that they are up-pricing everything, and it's not just food, rent, mortgages, insurance companies. I watched one of his little videos said that Geico increased its prices by 50%. 50% raised its premiums. I mean, it's getting to where the rich are literally destroying everyday people's lives. They're destroying just being able to have a home, to be able to get a nice car. They were showing a vehicle, a new vehicle. It was a truck. $80-some thousand. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is insanity and greed. That's all it boils down to, guys. There is not some whatever going on behind the scene. It's all those top guys that I hate. I can't stand them. They disgust me. That their view of life is, well, how many millions will I get for a bonus? I only made 48 million this year. That's their thinking. And it just, when I see all the prices, I mean, even a jar of mayonnaise, I was looking at, I thought, God, I remember when that was $1.99, not that long ago. Now it's $6. I'm telling you guys, when I think of what this country does to the poor, to the lower income, there's not even what I call middle income anymore, really. It's either you got money or you don't. Maybe there's a little bit of a middle income that you're doing better than the poorest, but you're certainly not doing the best like the richest. And it scares me, it worries me. It's like when he was showing the prices of everything across the world, oh my God, and in Canada, holy cow, the rent for a place that you would look at and go, I don't want to live there. I could not believe the prices of the rent. I couldn't believe it. And the one guy was showing the food in Canada, you know, in the grocery store. I was like, wow, how, he even said on one of the videos, how do people live there? How can you survive there? I'm telling you guys, seeing all this, it disgusts me. I am so sick and tired of the rich, the richest of rich, and I'm talking rich, the multimillionaires, the billionaires. They are controlling this country. They are running everything, and they do not care about you. As far as they're concerned, all people who are poor or low income or whatever, they could all die and they'd be happy. They'd be like, who cares? They couldn't care less about you. They only care about like them. If you're rich, if you're filthy, filthy rich, the multimillionaires and the billionaires, they like you. They care about you. But if you're not, they could not care less about you. It's all greed. And I watched an older man, he gave his opinion. They walked up to him and said, what do you think this is all caused by? And he looks at the camera and he goes, greed. Nothing but greed. This country is now run by greed. And it is. Because if you don't have money, if you don't have a lot of money, it's hard just to survive every single day. I know for me, I have to be very careful. I have to watch what I spend, what I buy. I have to be very careful because I'm on a limited income. And I look at these multimillionaires and billionaires and I'm thinking, how is it fair that they get that kind of money while the people that are working for, let's put it this way, let's say the owner of a major grocery store, Walmart, okay? We'll say Walmart, whoever owns Walmart. Well, it's all those workers that aren't making a fortune that are keeping those people that own Walmart filthy rich, to where their biggest deal is, which yacht should we buy? That one's only 10 million, that one's 20. Oh, I like that one, it's 30 million. That's what makes me sick. All these filthy, 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 filthy rich people, CEOs and people that own all the businesses and corporations and what have you, they are that way because of the little guy who is working their butts off just to survive, to be able to put some food on their table. It sickens me that that's their thinking. And they don't care. The filthy rich do not care about you. As far as they're concerned, so what if you have to have spaghetti 5 nights a week? I don't care. I'm going to have filet mignon and caviar. You can have your spaghetti. I love spaghetti, by the way, so I don't care. I love it. But yeah, I was in the store yesterday, and as I walked, I decided to purposely walk around and look at everything. I was shocked. I thought, my God, the prices on everything has just skyrocketed. Just even Dollar Tree. It used to be $1 a Dollar Tree. Now it's $1.75, $3, $5, $7, $8. I mean, that was a place that I used to watch people stock up on food because it was $1. I used to see people do that all the time. And then this country, they're out there trying to say they want us to eat healthy and eat good. Well, people cannot afford the healthy food. They can afford a box of spaghetti and a cheap jar of spaghetti sauce from Dollar Tree. They can't afford to eat all the healthy food. So they gripe and complain that Americans don't eat well. Well, we can't, people can't. They can't afford it. So I'm telling you guys, it just sickened me. After I watched those videos, I thought, my God, these people were so frustrated, and you could see they were just like, oh my God, how can I continue to live if this is what it's taking just to eat? Taking all my income to eat, pay rent, just the basics to survive have gotten to a point to where people they're struggling. They are struggling horrifically just to survive. And they were talking about how nobody's having babies, the birth rate is dropping drastically. And he said, well, of course, who can afford a baby anymore? Insurances don't even want to pay the full thing anymore. You have to give a bunch out of pocket. So the birth rate is dropping, and that's not good. So I'm telling you guys, I just had to vent because, man, after I saw those prices and those videos, I could not believe what I was seeing. This is disgusting and despicable. Screw all those CEOs, multimillionaires, and billionaires. They piss me off. They really do. They have no right to that kind of money while the people that are making them rich barely make it. No. Anyway, guys, I'm done with my rant. I will talk to you later, and you have a good weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Give me your thoughts on what you think of all this. Bye-bye, guys.